Can they take down number 1? Here we go. MPSF semifinal number 2 is underway. Mosier blocked by the triple. Cottle. Mosier puts it away on the first offering. And the host BYU Cougars hear the roar of the crowd.
Great transition, good pickup. Cole Hauser already in only his second start. Makes a save there. That turns into a point.
Here's Tyler Herget. Started his career at Penn State, transferred to BYU. Rowan. High for Rama, and he is blocked by Cottle and Oldaney. We saw a blocking display, by the way, by USC in the first match. They were unbelievable.
And I think BYU coming out to a quick start, really important for them to utilize this home crowd, try to get UCLA kind of back on their heels and shell-shocked a bit.
Rama, what a pass to Rowan. And that one is in on the connection from Sean Kelly out of the back row. The sophomore from Manhattan Beach. BYU played UCLA very tough, as Sean Olmstead talked about. Lost on Thursday. Saturday, BYU won the first set, and then UCLA won 2 due sets. Long Beach State was up 2-0 on UCLA, didn't win. BYU probably the 3rd best team to play. When you're 27-1, the other team's counting points on how close they played you as Cottle gets the kill to go up 3-1. But this UCLA team is legit. They're hosting the semifinals and the national championship match. They are the prohibitive favorite, not just to win this tournament, but the national championship. One-on-one for Rama, and Oldaney into the net. 3-2. So much attention given to Cam Thorne, by the way, in the middle. He's so dynamic. That was what created that one-on-one.
Right, exactly. How do you slow down this amazing UCLA offense? So many different players can hurt you.
Rowan, 52 aces this year. Just out. He and Decker both with 52 apiece. AJ Cottle, the only freshman among the first, second, or honorable mention, which is where he was in the MPSF. Pounded off of Cottle out of the back row again. Oh, still alive. I thought that was going way out. It stayed in the unique facility here at the Smith Fieldhouse. Cam Thorne, I think that had to go. I thought that might have to go over, but it did not. Triple blocked by UCLA. 4-3.
And that serve and pass game going to be so important as we look at the triple block on Hauser. Serve to play defense, and if you have a team that knows where that set is going, it's going to be tough to get it past the block.
Good serve from Fife, or Rama rather. Cole Hauser puts it away. Nice job by Cole Hauser last night in his first career start. 9 kills, 9 digs, 4 blocks.
And so much energy on the floor. He is a great player who is really a spark plug. Offensively, they need to make sure he has some space to hit into, though.
Cam Thorne won't make the highlight reel at the banquet, but it's a point nonetheless.
Well, you can see Thorne in the air for so long. He can see the defense in front just right over the top. Doesn't take much.
He is one of the most dynamic middle hitters you'll ever see. Great serve. Chambers, 6'4", Brigham Young. This is a rivalry that goes back a long ways. 2 titans in the game. UCLA, all the national championships with Al Skates and Carl McGowan, and those 2 guys did not get along. BYU ended up winning 3 of the next 6 national titles in 99 through 04 as Chambers gets the block to make it 7-4. And it was such a petty relationship that UCLA would come to town and Carl McGowan would say, "Oh, sorry, the Smith Fieldhouse is not available for serve and pass. You have to go over to the Richards building." And Al Skates would say, "Oh, sorry, Pauley Pavilion's not available. You got to go over to the Wooden Center." These guys did not like each other as Decker gets the kill. But they've traded and had some amazing matches over the years. And for as much trouble as UCLA had for about a 10-year spell in here, they've won 4 of the last 6 in this gym. Here's David Decker. What a junior year he's had, the 6'9" Oppo from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hauser, good up by Connolly. Somehow stayed inside, and then joust won by Decker. The rare joust that the setter doesn't win.
Sean Kelly super strong at the net on that joust. And he's a player that's put on about 15 pounds of muscle over the course of the year. He was already pretty fantastic, but he's gotten better and better.
Decker goes long. Kevin Chambers on the serve. Oldaney, the Grand Canyon transfer. They cut the program. Oldaney came over with Trent Mosier and a couple others, and two Lopes have inserted themselves into the lineup. Interestingly enough, Trent Mosier was one of them. He spent his first 2 years here at BYU, 1 year at GCU. He's back here as the leading scorer for the Cougars. 9-7. A.J. Cottle with the block in the middle, his second of the match. One of the most dynamic and rising middle blockers in America.
And you can see those long arms, right? Just diving into that wrist away swing.
(10-7). Another block. Rama coming over. Mosier adjusts. Wow!
Exactly how he planned it. Totally mishit that ball, but BYU will take it, and Tyler Herget again behind the line. One of BYU's best servers because he's consistent and puts that ball in seams.
Rama pounds that one.
Zach Rama, tremendous player as well, has carried such a big load these past 2 years for this team. Just has every shot, continues to make good decisions and manage his game well.
One of those 4 first-teamers in league. Cottle is blocked by Thorne. Cam Thorne, the former GCU player himself. 2-time first-team All-American. He'll make it 3 times here soon. The solo block. The thumbs down and
double thumbs down.
Wow. 11-9. Oldaney on the left side, the former outside hitter, comfortable there.
Great passing on both sides of the floor. You see how these setters are able to find open spots for their hitters to hit. Great choices by the setters.
Mosier overpass. And then Mosier with the mic. 13-9. Cougars open up a 4-point advantage in set 1.
You can feel the energy, especially on this BYU side, the speed and the urgency as they are back there quick. They get that point and then they get right back to serve.
Hitting 385 in the early goings. Rolled over. And then Kelly smashes that one because you got to go up with Cam Thorne.
Well, it looks the same. If you are a middle blocker and you're trying to decide, is this a one or a big? Either of those players could have hit that so well. It's one of the most beautiful plays in college volleyball, and UCLA is the best at it.
This one's going to come down hot at Tyler Herget. Somehow still sets it well, and then gets the kill for Cole Hauser. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's a beach shot right there. The precision.
If there's a funnel up at the beach.
Yeah, we're outside.
That's wild. By the way, Tyler Herget just passed Rob Nielsen, who's the new BYU women's volleyball coach, for number 5 in assists in the rally era. Congrats to Tyler. Off the block, tooled by Decker. Tyler Herget, great story. Comes over from Penn State. Not as a, hey, come here and play volleyball. He was just a student, wanted to try out for the team. Tried out quickly. Sean Olmstead's like, Rama on 2. Saved by Fife. Another one-on-one, but out from Gelly. So his first error on 7 swings. And BYU up by 4 again.
And for BYU, just maintaining this level of energy, obviously going to be tough, but they just want to keep that pressure on as long as they can. Try to extend that lead.
UCLA won last week. In 4 both times. That one smashed in the middle by Michael Wong Diallo, the junior from LA. He's on the MPSF second team. He was great on Thursday against BYU. 11 kills, hitting .667.
And he's a player that sees the defense so well as a hitter and as a blocker.
David Decker, 6 aces against BYU in one of the matches last week. It's an MPSF high. He goes long. Trevor Herget will come in, the younger brother of Tyler, back from his 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Went to Pocatello, Idaho, hometown of Darien, Connecticut. His family's moved here since. Off the block, Mosier, Herget, back over to Mosier, and then he is stuffed. Andrew Rowan on that one.
Not much time there. And again on the outside, Sean Kelly carrying a huge load for UCLA. And just a sophomore, just continues to impress. Such a fantastic, dynamic player who's just so smart.
About 4 blocks from UCLA, 3 from BYU already. Herget quickly to Cottle. Wow. The reach of Cottle is like go-go gadget arms.
Well, middle's always, you talk about the window. You want a big window for your setter so they can find you. I think everyone could see A.J. Cottle. When he opens up, it's hard to miss.
Wang Diallo was nowhere close. He was like, this isn't going to the upside. Nice serve by Tyler Herget. Dispatched out by Wang Diallo. 5-point advantage for BYU. It's largest of the set. Timeout Bruins. John Hawks wants to talk it over. As the Cougars trying to harness the Smith Fieldhouse. Last loss in 2011, 4-0 against UCLA in this tournament. 8 tournament titles, tied for the most. There have been some great BYU teams. And this is the BYU team that is hoping they can harness the Smith Fieldhouse energy, as we talked about. They've got the home crowd. They're the host. We saw what that did for Pepperdine last year as the 4 seed. BYU the 5 seed this year, hoping for a similar result. Out of the timeout, they run the play to Sean Kelly because, hey, he's got 5 kills now.
5 kills in this first set from Kelly.
Let's check in with Kenzie, who was listening to the Cougar Huddle.
Yeah, Jeremy, obviously BYU in a good position right now, but they spent that timeout trying to solve for how to stop Sean Kelly, talking about adjustments on the block and adjustments on floor defense, where his tendencies are. So really trying to hone in on the one key player for UCLA right now that is causing them some trouble.
We'll see if BYU can slow him down. Where do you start that conversation, Amy?
Well, I think just recognizing Kelly's great off the pick. You know, obviously the 4-to-4 angles, he has really good sharp angles, but he has a pretty, you know, deep skill set, so it's tough to stop him.
And then those middles so effective, those pins so effective. They just, there's no real weakness that UCLA offers you. You just hope to kind of come down to everyone else's level. BYU bringing the juice, executing offensively a little bit better as that one goes long. 333 to 261 in the hit percentage. And then some service errors don't hurt either.
That's exactly, you know, talking about this field house. UCLA is a team that has not played here. BYU was at UCLA. So for UCLA adjusting to the gym and the altitude, it takes some time on the serve.
And BYU has the second best crowd every year. Hawaiians. There you see the pick again to Sean Kelly. 6 for 10. He got 6 of the 12 kills for UCLA.
And like you said, those middles just doing their job, holding the block so Kelly can swing in there. At just a sophomore, Kelly, though, already just very accomplished player in the USA system. The U21 team, he was named best offensive player in the world, and that's the first time an American has got that award. So just a player that has such a bright future and already making waves.
He's an American hero, Amy.
Great American hero.
22, he's G.I. Joe. 22-17. Kept alive by Chambers. The rare kind of miss by Thorne. Hauser. And another one from Kelly, this time on the left. He's got 7. My goodness.
And how do you stop him? So many different swings. He was going that sharp cross, and BYU adjusted. right? Was able to dig it, but then Kelly just moves the ball around a little bit more, and he's breathing hard. He's working hard out there.
He's been set 12 times. The rest of his entire team 15. Grayson Bradford in, freshman from Manhattan Beach, the National Player of the Year out of high school from the ABCA. And Old Danny is blocked. That keeps UCLA in this thing. 22-19.
For BYU, so important to get that side out, maintain that lead, because you can start to feel UCLA getting going, and Sean Olmstead feels it as well, wants to call a timeout.
Timeout BYU, first of 2. UCLA's already used one. So the Cougars with the lead. Can they hold on here? UCLA trying to come back in this thing. After BYU led by as many as 5. Sean Kelly with the block in addition to those 7 kills. UCLA up to 296, BYU 286. So a tightly contested first set. UCLA with 5 blocks already, BYU with 3. As we take a look at UCLA's history in the tourney. Last title back in 23. 8 MPSF titles. They've been playing this tourney since '93. Format's changed over the years. Now they've kind of rotated who hosts. 8-team tournament. Everybody plays in 1 week. Last night we had, or yesterday all day, we had 4 quarterfinals. Championship will be Saturday. USC beat Pepperdine 16-14 in the 5th. About an hour ago to punch their ticket to the title game for the 2nd straight year. And no matter what UCLA does in this match or Saturday, they should be the #1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. I think everyone pretty much agrees on that. One variant to what we were talking about with USC winning and probably getting in is if BYU upset UCLA and then won this tournament, does that knock out a USC or a UC Irvine, who seem like they're the kind of last 2 teams in right now? 22-19. Good serve from Bradford. High for Old Danny, has to keep it in. Rama with the dive. And then guess who? Sean Kelly gets another one. 22-20, Bruins cut it to 2.
And coming out of that timeout, you saw Andrew Rowan talking to Grayson Bradford. You know, just showing that leadership, telling him where to serve, what to do defensively, and leading this team to a comeback here in the first set.
Bradford 6-10 into the net, 23-20. 7 service errors from UCLA in set 1. That ends the 3-0 UCLA run. Cole Hauser to serve it up, the senior from San Diego. Played his first 2 years at Orange Coast College. Good serve. Rowan trying to better the ball. Kelly tips it over. BYU with the chance to get to 24. Tipped by Hauser into area 4. And he raises his arms like, are you not entertained to this crowd? Set point BYU.
So cagey, showcasing that energy as well, bringing it to the team and the crowd. Rama, high off of Old Danny, wants it back. He's going to get it. Inside of the block for the set, and BYU takes set 1 by 5. Danny and the termination, and the Cougars have drawn first blood. And what a finish. Great defensive up. That may have hurt a little bit. You see Old Danny afterwards. Pretty happy with that landing. Maybe in a little bit of pain, but I think BYU will take the win. The home team brings the juice in set 1, and like they did last week, they win set 1 against UCLA. Set 2 coming up. It's the worst injury because you have to have abs to strain them, right? You're constantly re-injuring it. It takes so long to heal, and if that is the case, then he's playing through a lot of pain. And when you're broad jumping all the time as an oppo, that's tough. So here we go, set number 2. UCLA has lost 6 other first sets this year. They won 5 of them. So you're saying never fear. It's not a big deal per se for them to lose. Not like they never lose the first set. In fact, BYU won the first set last week in the last match they played.
Then UCLA won 3 straight, 2 of those due sets as Herget goes into the net. So we'll see what this means. It's a little different though when it's in this gym, given the history we showed you with how good BYU's been in this tournament on its home court. Mosier, how about the up by Diallo? Free ball from Rama, but real short. Pushed across, Oldaney saved by Hauser. Oldaney on the left side again, curls over the triple, the long arm of Decker. Diallo. Crowd wanted a lift there because of the deep dish nature. This isn't Chicago, is it? As Cottle pushes it over. And then Rama smashes it. The long rally goes to the Bruins.
And what a finish. You can see Andrew Rowan maintaining that speed on the set, the tempo all the way outside to Rama with a beautiful swing.
And that is the first lead for UCLA of the night with the 1-0 and now 2-0. Rama puts it down 3-0. Bruins sprinting out of the gates.
Well, and you wonder if UCLA will back off their serve just a little bit, right, to not miss as many and put the pressure on BYU and trust their defense to make some stops.
UCLA into the net. Oldaney was going to get the kill either way. So you know who's watching this match that has interest for both sides? It's former Grand Canyon head coach Matt Worley. He's now the women's coach at UCLA, and some of his former players are in this match. Cam Thorne for UCLA, Connor Oldaney, Trent Mosier for BYU as UCLA into the net. 3-2. And we'll see how Oldaney is.
Yeah, breathing through the mouth, not
yeah.
Sign. But that is one tough player. He is just going to grit it out.
That one goes long. If Millie Bobby Brown was here as 11, she'd say mouth breather. 4-2. Andrew Rowan. Excellent server. It's going to be a 4-time first-team All-American in the ABCA. Overpass, Rama, see ya. Herget's a back row player, so he doesn't go up, and A.J. Cottle decided not to go up. Sometimes you make a business decision. 5-2. So are they going to pull back on the serve? Andrew Rowan's like, I don't think so for now.
I'll just get him.
Not with me. Maybe somebody else. Not named Decker. 74 and in for the ace.
That looked in. Wow.
6-2. UCLA took BYU's punch, and they're punching back.
Right
absolutely
down the seam.
Nearly identical, just barely out at 75 there. And A.J. Cottle will get his chance. The freshman from Orem. You already didn't have a roster spot for him a couple years ago. Sean Olmstead said, hey, go to Utah Valley over there. Go on your 2-year mission, come back, and let's see how this goes. And hey, Gavin Chambers blocked Sean Kelly, just his second error. 15 swings for Sean Kelly, who had 8 kills in the first.
And I think Oldaney read that all the way, getting in on that play to help out on the big.
Oldaney coached by his dad, Tony, in high school. As that one goes down. Oh, they're... Yeah, that's out. Troy Gravatt says that's out. BYU thought it was in for a second. The crowd freaked out. It's like, wait a minute. 6. One line judge said it was in. That's why the crowd reacted. Hauser going to reset. Tyler Herget, Chambers, Rama right there. Rowan standing over to Kelly, off the block and out. 9 kills for Sean Kelly.
You look at Zach Rama as well, that outside hitter combo of Kelly and Rama, both of them very good defensively. So in the back row, Rama popping that ball up in middle back, allowing the transition kill.
Oh, what an up by Kelly with one hand. And then he smashes that over and close, so Connolly goes after it. And then Rama, the C parts, as Tyler Herget dives near the power. Another kill for UCLA, who's up 9-4 now.
A good touch from BYU, but all you could do, you felt the speed of the UCLA offense in that play right there. You can't track the hitters.
In the rally era is Andrew Rowan, just past Rich Nelson for first. So congrats to Andrew Rowan. Anytime you say this era UCLA, that's a big deal. Hauser with the stuff. 9-6.
What blocking mismatch. Wow, Cole Hauser making a move. That's not your typical jump over and press.
Over his shoulder, but out. So BYU cuts the deficit to a deuce.
That's a good run for BYU. Just feeling UCLA start to pull away. They did a great job getting that side out and settling in.
Muldaney now. Throwing back to Kelly. Up by 5. A reset. Does this go to Thorne? It does not. Rama sets it over. They have not really found Thorne, just 1 for 3, but they're finding the pins all over the place.
Right, and all you really have to do with Thorne is establish him once. And he's already been established, frankly.
The threat of him.
Exactly. All of the defenses have to work out what they're going to do with Thorne, and that opens everybody up.
Ace from Cam Thorne as he launches the bow and arrow.
Well, and untouched again. He's able to hit that hybrid serve. We've seen a couple. Rama use the hybrid as well. A lot of power, a lot of spin, really tough.
Set by Mosier. Decker throwing in the middle for Kelly, and he gets it to go. Everything going Sean Kelly's way. Just whistling his way down University Avenue in Provo. 10 kills on 20 swings. (12-7) UCLA. BYU in the first set by 5. Going with the whip, but out.
And something, if UCLA needed yet another reason to be awesome this season, is that their serving game has improved exponentially. They are top to bottom just hitting with power and consistency and contact, and it's just made them that much more difficult to stop.
4th in aces in America, nearly 2 a match. And there's a block on Kelly. BYU with its 6th as the Karate Kid waxes on. (12-9) set 2. MPSF semifinal 2. Handed. Decker. Connolly on the cover. Rama.
And there's UCLA. 1, 2, 3 swings. It doesn't matter. You give them more opportunities to score, and they're going to get it done.
Back Rama from Phoenix. Decker. Muldaney. Didn't know we would play Oppo coming in. Thought he might play some minutes for BYU, but he's been a consistent weapon with Mosier on the pins for BYU. Here's Gavin Chambers. His wife Claire is a star player on the BYU women's team, doing an internship, taking pictures tonight. I wonder if they're just all of her husband. They're like, what is this, Claire? What? We said shoot the match. (14-10) John Hawks, second year at UCLA, taking over for John Sproul. No pressure. Got to win the jump in and win the net right away. They lost the national title game, and he told me, we remember that game. They've been very motivated by trying to get back there as Sean Kelly gets the ace. Just tacking on points left and right.
And the intensity and the power coming from both sides of the floor. Just really incredible performance.
Hauser with the big opening. Cottle drawing some attention.
We'll keep saying it, but Hauser in just his second start, what has this BYU crowd been missing? He is just electric.
Last night was the first one. Connolly overpass. Mosier. 15-12 now. Hurried at Connolly. Perfect pass. Rama soft blocked.
Great touch from Muldaney.
Tipped by Mosier and put down by Rowan. 2-point set now. BYU chips away.
Yeah, for BYU just getting.
Ace UCLA for Andrew Rowan. He gets another one.
He just paints that back line each time consistently.
He's now number 4 in the rally era in aces at UCLA. 73 against the flow for Muldaney. Thorne, somehow that got up from Mosier. Muldaney cuts it way out. Unforced error there.
So
19-14.
If Muldaney, and we don't know, but is struggling with maybe an ab strain, the thing that's going to hurt him the most is reaching for balls behind his head, right? Just really stretching that ab, and so it's going to be really tough for him to get a good swing at a ball that's behind him.
And if he is limited in some way, that changes things quite a bit for BYU. They haven't really pulled him out of too many matches, and he's fighting through what could be an injury. We don't know if there is one, but we saw him put on the icy hot after set 1. Trying to play here as UCLA is up by 5. UCLA on a 3-0 run as well here at the end of set number 2. As you see John Hawks talk about trying to square the shoulders up a certain way with Wang Diallo.
Well, I think you look at the staff for UCLA, every single coach is talking to a specific player very intently. This UCLA staff just incredibly skilled at what they do. Take a look at Alex Knight talking to Cam Thorne right now. Alex Knight, a tremendous player who recently finished just a couple years ago, but having him added to the staff has been so great for this team and leading these players.
As well as Milan Zarkovic, who was 12 years to the right there of Alex Knight. Lindsey Brown has been an awesome addition as well. She's going to be on the USA U23 national team staff with Nikki Sandlin from McKendree. And so two tremendous staffs. Sean Olmstead, Otavio Souza. They had Devin Young on the staff, but he took the Pacific men's job, and so he's busy getting a team together. We're added to the MPSF as Muldaney goes line. Does it hurt to just watch him swing now? Knowing there might be some soreness there?
And making it up, but.
Muldaney, by the way, thought he was serving.
Yeah,
he said, no. You're front right. Let's go.
You want to a walk-off kill.
As Trevor Herget goes into the net.
And that was an opportunity for BYU to come back right down 5 with UCLA at 20. UCLA in very good position. They're a very good side-out team. That's all they have to do to finish out this second set.
Rama. Rama with the tip. Sean Kelly at Jackson Fife. Oh, the block by Thorne on Hauser. Looked like it would be a free overpass kill, and Thorne goes toe-to-toe with Cole Hauser.
Well, you watch how Thorne, after this great defensive effort, he's able to elevate so quickly and get up. He doesn't need much movement.
Muldaney, a perfect tip. He's saying sorry about the footwork.
He said, Sean, sorry.
You know, a lot of these players very familiar with each other.
21-16, Bruins 4 points away. Sean Kelly over the top, making it look easy. 11 kills for him, 3 more than anyone in the gym. Rama's got 8, Muldaney with 7. No one's having a better time than that guy. Thorne goes wide right. Like a Buffalo Bill kicker. Here's Hauser in his second career start. Just missed. And David Decker will line it up. The senior Number 2 in the country in aces per set. UCLA with 4, BYU with 0. Moses blocks, set her out. Fife, back over to Old Daney, deep corner, Rama's got it. Rowan's gonna back set inside to Kelly, who adjusts and go back corner to area 1. Nice step by Rowan, nice adjustment by Kelly. Set point Bruins.
That location from Rowan 1, and then the precision to the back corner from Kelly. Unbelievable.
Decker unloads up 7. It's 75 into the net. Yesterday I talked to Evan Olmstead leading the crowd. I said, hey, do you know 4-4, 3-4, 6-8, 2-2? What do we do? He's like, I'm mostly, what is this? I was like, that's like a 2-2. He goes, okay, cool. Talon Jonathan Tufunga, serving sub. 40 aces this year to lead BYU. Rowan to sprint over to that one. Decker is roofed by Mosher. Hauser off of Decker. 5-3. So BYU needs this more than UCLA does, because UCLA is in, they're hosting, they're the #1 team in the country. BYU's only shot to make the NCAA tournament is to win this tournament. So even if BYU pulled off the upset tonight, they would have to win again Saturday. And so the pressure's on the Cougars on their home court to do something here and challenge, not just challenge, and beat the #1 team in the country. Point UCLA, they're going to say back row attack from Tyler Herget.
It felt like a little late whistle.
It was a late whistle, but it's the correct call.
And you love Tyler Herget just playing, right? What?
Wait, what? Are you sure? You sure about that? Into the net, 7-4. Here's Connor Oldaney. Had 3 aces against UCLA last Thursday. The horn is blocked and in by Gavin Chambers. Take a picture. It's a rare thing where Cam Thorne's blocked.
You watch Gavin Chambers, his eyes as he's watching the set, watching and tracking his hitter, and then diving into that spot. And both of these teams just missing way too many serves in this third set.
Oldaney into the net. 10th error for BYU. Five combined errors so far in the set. Quickly to Gavin Chambers. Oh, they're giving it to UCLA. I thought that might be in.
It looked out, but it went through about 3 different people. Maybe there was a touch. Doesn't look like the Cougars are going to challenge.
No challenges quite yet in this match. We had a lot in the previous match, and frankly, the officials did a great job. They nailed it. So they go back to Chambers right after that. 9-6.
You love that from Herget. Going right back to his middle. Move on. We still need you. Got confidence in you. Let's go.
BYU hitting triple zeros. Just 2 kills in the set. UCLA 500 with 4 kills. Rama, footwork was off a little bit. Tyler Herget hurried. Oldaney sets it over. Wong Diallo. He's going to be getting an invoice from BYU later.
Denting the floor. Wong Diallo runs routes really well. You can see where he's contacting the ball all over the court. He can really move laterally and find those open spaces. And Rowan can hit it.
That was out. Not by much. 15th error from the Bruins. David Decker's like, man, can we get some ocean air in here or what?
Right. Drop.
Ball's sailing.
It's a lot more fun to go down to sea level because everything seems to go in. You just can bomb that serve and it hits that back line.
It's not like BYU is advantaged only in that they practice in it a lot. But when BYU goes down, like you're saying, they serve better away because they're used to the mountain air. Ball holds up a little bit. Sean Kelly having a great match. Hauser Back row attack. What was on the line? And UCLA opens up a 5-point advantage here in set 3. As Rama and Hauser are chatting back and forth in a fun-natured way. It wasn't always fun-natured with BYU and UCLA. As Hauser gets it to go.
And we thought with Hauser on the bench, he was just excited. You know, exciting to watch. Fan favorite in the game. It's even better.
He's provided a spark. Gets a lot of defensive touches as well that really help. Rama to Rowan to Wang Diallo for a UCLA point. Shocking. Wang Diallo at 5. Cottle, paintbrush, didn't get it.
Oh, that was just out as well, and that was such a high set, it almost looked like it could be a big. BYU
Timeout BYU.
Hitting 0 in this third set.
14-8. UCLA up 6 in set 3. And there you see it. Yeah, obvious. No, just kidding. We'll look at other looks. Right away, Cam Thornton's like, C, challenge. You have 3 unsuccessful challenges. As long as you get them right, you have an unlimited. Okay, so it's not that hit, it's on the serve. They thought it was down, and that is a good pancake serve receive pass. Wow.
So when you say pancake serve receive pass, my brain says please challenge that. But you look at it and it's actually up. I would have everyone challenge every single pancake. It doesn't look as clean there.
Yes, it doesn't look as clean there.
But we get to get on my soapbox as well with problems in the world.
That's what it is for an hour and a half to 2.5 hours.
This is it. At the youth level, every pancake they let go. They just assume it's up. And after we've been here and challenges, it rarely is a pancake, right?
We're about to find out. and that's a unique one. On a serve with the pancake, is that one good?
Serve is tough because it has to touch your entire hand. It cannot touch the floor at all.
And that's why it's so hard.
Exactly.
So let's see what Miley Juke says as we listen to the Beastie Boys. They're going to say it was good. How about that? Jackson 5's the most excited one about it.
And it looked like it was inconclusive that they could overturn that call.
15-10.
Yeah, the pancake serve. There you go.
Zach Rama. He's got 11.
And slowly that UCLA offense just continuing to roll. They've got 34 kills to BYU's 26.
Old Daney. Sean Kelly never touched it. So 4 Milan Zarkovic coming over to Ron Pelham to chat with him, I believe. And I think his issue was you got to give the inconclusive sign like this. Oldani and Herget nearly crack skulls. Luckily they don't. Rama. 12 kills for Zach Rama. Heating up. Nearly passing up Sean Kelly in kills now. And again, Cam Thorne jumps and the BYU block says how high. And then Rama's got a wide open net. 19-11. Spencer Graves on the serve. Rama sneaks through, but it's a BYU point. 19-12. What kind of momentum can BYU try and get heading towards set 4, barring something crazy here. Now, we have seen something crazy here before. In the 2013 MPSF semifinals, here, BYU UCLA. UCLA was up 2-0, and then they had a 6 or 7 point lead in set 3. And then BYU came back in 1 and 5. It's one of the greatest sporting events I've ever seen. And the next day, Chris McGowan said he got texts from people all over the world that said they watched that match, and it was just wow.
Oh, wow.
So we've seen crazy comebacks here. But right now it's 1-1. But UCLA firmly in control of where this is going. But in volleyball, that can change quickly. Hauser goes long. And like we mentioned, BYU has a 16-game win streak at home in the MPSF tournament. And they have never lost to the dudes from Westwood at home in the tournament. So UCLA trying to snap those streaks tonight. And right now looking pretty good. David Decker, 70 on the gun. Fife, Chambers, yes. Can the BYU block get back in place? Fife, too hot to handle for him. And now Zach Rama's tied Sean Kelly with 13 kills.
I really like the choice to go with the Bic out of that play, because usually teams will go with the quick one, right? Because the defense isn't ready, and so I think the block tends to especially jump with the middle in those instances. And Andrew Rowan goes with the Bic instead.
Too far for Decker. 17th error from UCLA. They do have 5 aces as Taylor and Jonathan Tufunga will come in. Tufunga is kind of the last remnant of a guy that got a COVID year. He was on the 2020 team, 21 team. Had a medical red shirt, went on a mission. And BYU with the point. Is Rowan back row? Is that what just happened?
Yeah,
into the net for UCLA. Okay.
And I think you're right. Although UCLA wants that timeout, it's mostly for momentum, right? They don't want BYU to find any sort of run or confidence that they can take into the next set.
Worst thing UCLA could do is let BYU make it close, get the crowd back into it, get some confidence, and then BYU pulls out a set 4 win, and then you go into overtime in the 5th set, and who knows what happens. I mean, so UCLA hoping they can just kind of squash the bug of BYU here and then get to the 4th set and get out of here.
I think you're right, because UCLA doing an excellent job right now quieting this crowd. They've been very, very quiet. You think back to that first set where BYU was able to kind of come on the attack fast and almost surprise UCLA, and the power of the crowd and all that energy. But then UCLA has settled in, and it's really been their game up to that, or after that point.
Last 2 years of John Spera's reign at UCLA, won the national championships in 23 and 24. But how about this? Since 2012 and 13, whoever wins 2 in a row. This is so weird. Irvine, Loyola, Ohio State, Long Beach State, Hawaii, UCLA, Long Beach State. Are the Beach going to keep it going? UCLA is the favorite, which, by the way, BYU lost national titles in 13, 16, 17, and 21. So the Cougars could have at any time upended this and been on this graphic, but have lost the last 4 natties. And UCLA is like, we want revenge against Long Beach State, who won on their home court last year against UCLA. Inside of the block for Wang Diallo, 22-15. Bruins continue to push the pedal down. And on your freeway of choice. What's your freeway of choice in Southern California?
The 405.
On the 405.
Right.
Check out that SNL sketch if you have.
Get out of here.
Devin, what are you doing here? 22-16, the Californians, that's right. 22-16. Tyler Herget. Goes long, 23-16.
And BYU kind of wanting this game, this particular set, to be over, but they've got to generate some sort of momentum that they can take in, so they cannot just let this go. They've got to fight.
There's no proof that BYU is going to win the match from the last 2 sets. Certainly that first set, they were awesome, winning it by 5. Grayson Bradford. Ace! To the right of Trent Mosier's view, and it sets up set point.
And Bradford, just a freshman, but just continues to be so solid behind the line and steady.
BYU passes 4 now, and it goes long. Trent Mosier on set point 2.
We're all over the floor. He can do it all. And UCLA just so solid, hitting 500 in that third set with 12 kills.
2-1 UCLA. And what has UCLA done in the 4th set this year? 11-0.
In to set someone and how the defense on the other side will react.
He'll be a 4-time first-team All-American from the ABCA, which is incredible. These guys having a good time with the net, chatting it up. It used to be that there would be zero friendly banter between these two teams. I think once Al Skates and Carl McGowan went to coaches, that the coach was like, we actually like each other. And that was kind of translated to the players. As Sean Kelly puts another one down, he's got 14.
You know, someone we haven't really talked about just exiting, Chris Connolly, stepping in the libero position this year for UCLA. UCLA in the past couple years just kind of struggling to find that libero. They went through a few of them. Their passing wasn't where they wanted it. They brought in 3 liberos this year who are all very, very good. Connolly getting the nod and talking to them about, you know, why that was. They said he's fantastic on in the passing lanes defensively, but also communication, just running the show in the back in those passing lanes has been fantastic.
John Hawks told us that's the biggest difference from last year to this year is Chris Connolly, as AJ Cottle denies that one. 2-1.
And if you watch Connolly, he's going to talk to all his passers. Right, it's going to be Rowan and Kelly and Connolly all the time, and they've got to be just in sync on who's going to take what the serve's going to look like.
Decker off the tape. Hauser cuts it out.
Yeah, I think there was a touch there.
Okay, BYU's going to challenge this.
Just based on the sound of how it came off Hauser's hand.
First challenge of the night for Sean Olmstead.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, let's see it on first look.
May have gone right through.
I'm not seeing any fingers bend back. And Rama doesn't touch it either. But BYU was convinced. Look how many guys think it's a touch.
The sound alone just made me think touch.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Winner gets USC Saturday night, 9 Eastern on Big Ten Network in the MPSF championship match. UCLA up 2-1.
And you wonder if SC has even relaxed a little bit. Their heart rate probably still elevated after that barn burner against Pepperdine.
16-14 in the 5th. As Ron Pelham makes sure the antenna is secure. For the MPSF tournament, they have an R3 who looks at reviews, and they have 2 extra line judges for 4, 1 on each corner. So 7 total refs as opposed to 4. Yeah.
Tournament time right now.
Yeah, the regular season, not serious. Just kidding. Well, UCLA should be the 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say it's funny that every single coach we talked to said, hey, this crowd involved.
There's AJ Cottle on the MPSF all-freshman team. Rama down the line. Penn State out of the EIVA beats Charleston in 5, 15-8. So they advance. UC San Diego beating UC Santa Barbara 3-0 in the Big West tourney. Muldaney. BYU lost the ball and it went down again.
And it was so high, it seemed like it took forever. But BYU just couldn't track it.
5-2. UCLA sprinting downhill right now. Set her out. Rama. Cut out by Decker.
Sean Kelly, not that many errors. Only his 5th. He and Zach Rama have 14 kills apiece, so a very outside heavy offense.
Here's Decker off of Oldani. Decker with 4. Not been asked to do a ton tonight. It's been 28 from Kelly and Rama, but Decker's over there going, hey, can I get a couple? Are we sharing this thing or what? Here's Cam Thorne. That one's in. Another ace for UCLA. They've got 8. BYU 0, by the way. Only one match all year where BYU had 0 kills.
Well, and this may speak to obviously fantastic player Cole Hauser, right? But this is only his 2nd start. So usually when you're in the passing lanes, it takes a lot of matches together to get comfortable, to know what the person next to you is going to take, what seams are going to happen.
Look at that bump pass. And that blocked by the triple. BYU offensively, since set 1, has really struggled. Timeout BYU. Had 13 kills in the first set, 15 since.
Stepping in, especially out of the back row, Rama using his size and moving so quickly.
Joust won by Kelly. The lift called on Tyler Herget. So UCLA really running away with this thing right now. 11-3 for the Bruins. "14 straight matches with 7 or more aces from UCLA. Got 8 tonight. That one goes long from Cam Thorne, who, by the way, has a career high 3 solo blocks tonight. Best middle in the country, question mark? Offensively,
well,
no question.
I think so, because of the fact that UCLA builds their offense around Thorne, and defenses have to, you know, structure their defense around Thorne as well. So just the impact that he has on the game, I think that's got to be an argument. But, you know, you think about the last match we just watched in the blocking clinic that those USC middles put on, and their offensive production, it was pretty impressive.
Parker Tompkinson had a double-double. That was wild as Mosier was off of Rowan, making it 12-5. First kill of the set, took 8 swings for BYU. Season on the line for the Cougars. Off the block of Cottle for Wong Diallo, who's 7 for 10.
And you watch that pass from Rama. He's worked so hard to really get his passing numbers up. He was a good passer before, but passing is just impossible, right? Especially with the serves that are coming your way, but he's really gotten good. His platform and utilizing his size, both on passing and on defense.
Trent Mosier, nice set by Tyler Herget. Flowing against that side, finds Trent Mosier, the senior.
You see a seam in the block, right? Getting that space is what BYU needs at this point, because right now the block for UCLA has been able to set up so tight as they can get a little pass up there and get some movement.
Tyler Herget into the net. BYU siding out at just 58%. UCLA 72. Michael Wong Diallo, part of that U21 23 2023 team, is Taylor Jonathan Tufunga. Gets the kill. First kill in a hot minute.
Well, and if a team hasn't played Tufunga and they're not used to him, then the power that comes out of his arm is a little shocking at first. It takes some adjustment. He's very, very strong, hits the ball hard.
Sean Kelly crushes it. You just think it's going to Cam Thorne, and then it doesn't, and you're toast. Sean Kelly with his 16th. He and Rama dueling. They have equaled BYU's kill number, the two of them. What a pass from Fife to Cottle. Net bouncing, UCLA into the net.
Cam Thorne frustrated there as he was landing, just his elbow got it, and BYU a couple more points.
Cottle struggled tonight, hitting in the negative. 3 errors, 2 kills, 9 swings. Good up by Tyler Herget to keep that alive.
That's a huge lift from Muldaney.
UCLA with the point. 16-8. Right now, it's not even close. UCLA it's in cruise control. Fully supervised driving down the 405. Muldaney, that one's in. And that pushed out by Decker. BYU with 4 kills in the set. UCLA with 8. Hitting 500. Here's Connor Muldaney. GCU transfer.
And BYU trying to get something going, right? But missing a few too many serves. But what do you do against UCLA? You know, if they get even a mid-system pass, they are going to score. So you've really got to bring it from behind the line.
Going into the net. Both teams apparently trying to get out of here. And here's Talon Jonathan Tafunga. Has tied Gabi Garcia Fernandez's 2021 season total of aces. Somewhat abbreviated season in 21, of course. As that one's put down by UCLA again with Sean Kelly. So since set 1, UCLA's outscoring BYU by 22.
Oh, wow.
Just really took one to the mouth. All that for a drop of blood. And then just have taken it to BYU.
And if we're watching and talking about Andrew Rowan, right, elite setter, just everything about him so good. What he's really improved over the course of this year especially is his location. It was already good, but he doesn't miss. It's always spot on. So his team is always in flow and they can run just like that one. But BYU in the way for Moser to shut that down.
10th block for BYU makes it 18-12.
And Moser diving into that cross court, just dropping that right hand into the seam.
Decker hitting in the negative. Excuse me, triple zeros. And Kelly hit it out. He did. There were like 3 guys up there. There's so much happening. And BYU has cut this to 5. Timeout UCLA. Cougars hanging on by a thread. Trying to come back in this. It's going to be tight. Rama off hands and gets it to go. 4 points away for UCLA.
Terrific high swing again from Rama. He's contacting the ball high, hitting those high hands and expanding the court.
Bruins trying to finish off BYU here for a date with USC on Saturday night in the MPSF title game. Moser curls it over, nicely done. Got 10 joining Muldaney. Moser, one of the BYU seniors. Throwing to Thorne, left hand, wow.
Lest you think that Cam Thorne maybe isn't the most athletic person in the world, he's gonna show you.
No one, dude. Wow. 22-16. Rowan goes out as Moser ducks. 22-17. 24th service error from UCLA. AJ Cottle going to come out. Trevor Herget going to come in. We've seen Trevor Herget serve a 75-mile-an-hour ace in this gym. We
watched this UCLA passing lanes talking about what they're going to do. They feel like they know where Herget's going to go.
2 points away for UCLA. This crowd had a lot to go. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, what a season for BYU, especially this last half. They've played their best volleyball of the year in these last few weeks.
Roy gets the point on that one. An attempted wipe, but it came on UCLA's side. This BYU crowd had a lot to cheer about in set one, but that was kind of it. UCLA lost that first set, was steady as she goes. Crowd's been pretty quiet since. Sean Kelly with his 19th match point, UCLA. Spencer Graves, the junior from Pacific Palisades, Loyola High School, one of the top teams in the country, on match point. Chambers dug up for the match. Yes, Sean Kelly gets the touch, and the Bruins win 25-18, and they win in 4. They beat BYU 3 games in a row in 4 sets.